may have gotten in contact with an ex-MAPPA employee.
This is how I tricked the entire internet with fake Jujutsu Kaisen leaks. It all started a month ago when I was watching a TikTok about an artist who was sent to MAPPA because of his drawing talent. But the thing is, that entire video was fake, all bogus. And everyone in the comments actually believed it. This just showed how easy it is to spread misinformation on the internet. But to what extent could you push it? Could a rumor go so far to possibly boycott a company? But to do all this, I have to learn how to spread misinformation. Woohoo! I know nothing about misinformation. Or blowing up a video. I can't even crack 30,000 on any of my videos. So how could I do this on a much bigger scale, right? Ask me.
What?
Glad you asked, man. The plan is to get someone else to do it. I'm a genius, I know. If I can get my hands on someone with at least 1,000 followers, they can push my video out. So I made a fake Twitter account and started pushing out fake news and begging people with any sort of status to DM me. And it actually worked. Only a day or two after posting, I met August, who had a friend who had 25,000 followers, which was huge. So if I play everything right, I can seal the deal and possibly get this going. The plan, let's go, baby. What's the plan, did you ask? That's a great question. So my plan is to give August a bunch of ChatGPT generated nonsense, because ChatGPT basically filled out my entire profile already. But the issue with ChatGPT is the fact that it's all AI and extremely easy to tell that it's AI. So I used an AI to human text converter, but August still wasn't buying it at all. And to add more heat to the fire, I decided to tell August I'll send my own photo to prove my legitimacy, which obviously would not match my fake profile picture. So I was stuck with two options. Post it on TikTok myself. B, try to make August fall for all my traps. I picked both, but decided to focus on August for now. I decided to make a fake Chainsaw Man movie rumor that almost ended the challenge. I was too desperate and ended up making a drama bait story. But for what it's worth, it helped August believe me. So for the photo I sent, I took a random Japanese guy at the awards, inverted it so they can't reverse search it, added some blur and slightly warped the image, and there you go. A not so realistic photo, but it worked. It's funny on how people can be easily fooled. I felt so happy to get this done. Now that I have August in the bag, I was ready for the video, but then it hit me. First of all, how would the TikToker feel after they realize it's fake? Why mess with die-hard JJK fans just for the entertainment of a YouTube video that none of my subscribers would even watch? I felt at my lowest. That's why I left this video for almost 3 weeks. But I couldn't just give up on the video. I worked for days for this to happen, and now I have to finish this. Everyone I lied to for this, what would be the point? So this time I went back and sealed the deal with August, and this time it was easier. And right before I hit the bed, I saw the video. The video was perfect. It described everything I said.
So I have some crazy news. I may have gotten in contact with an ex-MAPPA employee who gave me some information about Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3. And unfortunately, there's some good and some bad news. But first, I just want to say, take everything I say with a grain of salt, because as you guys know, people like to lie on the internet. And while I do believe that my anonymous source is legitimate piece of information, giving that people have to because he wants to stay anonymous, I could also be lying. I know I'm not, but you guys don't know that, so just, like I'm saying, take it with a grain of salt. First, the good news. Apparently, a trailer is going to be announced on November 29th. Then he said there's a tentative release date for May. I don't know if he's talking about a release date for the trailer or for the actual season. But regardless, apparently we're getting some information about it soon. Apparently MAPPA's cutting corners and streaming of employees has reached an all-time new level of terrible. He said that the upcoming season kind of feels like they're picking up, and that the fight choreography is like super simple and not at all like the past seasons. And the season is apparently only going to be 16 episodes long, even though people usually expect for a season to be longer than that. And the reason for that is because allegedly after the Chainsaw Man movie got completed, MAPPA laid off hundreds of employees. He sent me the list of the planned staff for season 3, and it's pretty similar to season 1 and season 2. A lot of the same people coming back, but apparently a bunch of them got laid off because of this giant mass layoff that MAPPA was doing after Chainsaw Man movie. Apparently instead they're hiring new animators and giving them almost 60% less money than the previous staff. These new animators are obviously less passionate because they're not getting paid anything at all. They have what he called a more efficient animating style, basically meaning that it's going to be simpler and not as well done. This is just me inferring something from what he said, because he did say that a lot of people wouldn't find it appealing, and that makes me wonder if they're planning on using more CGI or maybe even AI to create the season, because a lot of people would not find that appealing, myself included. So yeah, we should get some information about the new season in a couple days, but it's allegedly going to be shorter and less high quality than we are used to in the Jujutsu Kaisen fandom, unfortunately. And I think this information is important to share because MAPPA needs to be held accountable for how they're treating their employees. As fans, they're trying to appeal to us, but we might need to stop giving them our money if they're going to constantly cut salaries and lay people off and cut corners.
And it sounded legit. I was also credited as a trusted source. I feel so evil. Ha! But The video was picking up like crazy, just like my allegations of being a fraud, but the TikToker genuinely believed me, so I had decent defense for the most part. Most of the comments were stating their frustration or their plan to boycott Mappa. I went from a curious mind who wondered if this was possible to tricking 50,000 plus people into believing my rumor. It really shows how easy it is to spread misinformation with absurd claims, with the internet who primarily eats on negativity. I simply gave them food. Now that I've gotten so much people to believe my misinformation, it's time I make it right. I will be writing a non-ChatGPT handwritten letter to everyone who got scammed and to spice things up. For every subscriber I get from this video, I'll add a word to the message. But what if the real twist is that this is the misinformation?
Walking the spot in this litty designer through city, you know I'm a turner. Broke out the Henny and I got a blunt fucking around through a bin when I burn her. Shorty right here, she a freak and she move like a pro tryna dance, so I churn her.